all of that, just leave them that. Hey guys, it's Mellow Beauty, and today I'm going to be doing a makeup tutorial. As you can see, it'll be all Dior, mostly Dior makeup. So the thing is, I ordered a lot of makeup from this website called Douglas because I've always wanted to try Dior makeup. I heard it's really good for people who have more oily skin. And so I already filmed a video. I wanted it to be like first impressions and all this kind of stuff. But then I realized that I had like a speck of dust inside of my camera lens, and it's like basically just ruined the whole entire video. I just decided I will redo it. It won't be like a first impressions, but I will just talk about why I'm doing the certain step or how I'm doing it and all of that. Check out my hairdo. I'm feeling super old school. I wanted to do like big curls and I didn't have any clips, so I just used everything that I could. So excuse the craziness, but I hope it'll come out nice. So if you are interested in seeing me going from this to then continue watching. If this is your first time here, welcome, hi. Please like and subscribe and share this video if you're interested in this kind of content. Don't forget to follow me at Mellow Beauty on Instagram, and let's just get started. I want to talk about my skin first, so I'm gonna get really close and I want you to see basically what I'm working with here. So I have texture. As you can see, I have these breakouts. I have some redness, dark circles. Yeah, you can see some discoloration here. And I have very, very, very oily skin. And I saw a review saying that Dior makeup is really, really nice for people with oily skin. It's also sweat proof and all this kind of stuff. So it's the Dior Backstage foundation. Normally I use Fenty Beauty makeup. I would use the color 330. I really liked it, but I did notice that underneath the eyes it would look really dry, and you can really see the difference from very dry skin to very oily skin. And so I figured maybe it has nothing to do with my skin, maybe it has to do with the foundation that I'm using, and that's also a reason why I really wanted to try this foundation here. Also, what I've noticed is this looks very small, but it has a lot of product in it. It has about 50 milliliters of product in this tiny little bottle. With Fenty, it has 32 milliliters of product. This is way heavier. This is way lighter, so it's very travel friendly. Not shading Fenty. I absolutely love Fenty. I just wanted to try something new. What I also learned about this foundation is that it's buildable, so you can use a small amount for a light coverage, medium amount for medium coverage, and then you can pack it on if you want a lot of coverage. I tend to go for a more medium heavy coverage because I really like my makeup for clubbing, but I also use it for every day. So I kind of like that it is, how would you say it? You know what I mean, whatever. So that I can use it for different things. So we're just gonna get right into it. I just finished taking a shower. I curled my hair. So I already have moisturizer and all of that on. And we're just gonna use the primer. So this here, the primer from Dior. This is the Backstage Face and Body Primer. This is the color Universal, so I don't think there's any other colors. It's just this here. It says, please shake well. And I really like the packaging. It's so shicky-micky. It's so fancy, you know? This is a lot. As you can see, I was using a lot. So a little goes a long way. I mean, it's spreading throughout the whole hand. It has this scent of like baby powder / sunscreen, but it's not like a heavy scent. It just smells nice. And I'm gonna use a brush to apply the primer all over the face. So I like to put it on the eyelids, on the lips. I just put primer basically everywhere. And I also don't use too much of it because I have such oily skin. Easy, should take less than half a minute. And then I'm gonna just go straight into the foundation. Normally what I would like to do for more of a club makeup, I would go ahead and color correct some areas. So I would use a very red color. So I would use like a very orange red color to basically neutralize and cover up my darker areas. But today I want to do like a more of a day makeup, like a more day look. And I really just want to test and see how much coverage this foundation has. So we're not doing that today. We're not doing too much color correcting and all of that. I put about a dime size amount onto the palette here. It is just running down really fast, so it's quite watery. I'm gonna use the same brush that I used for the primer, and I'm gonna get into it. I like to just tap on the areas that I have the most discoloration / issues. I don't want to push too hard onto the skin, because if I push too hard, then normally it'll just wipe everything away. So you can see it just wiped out all of that away. I just want to just nicely tap and stroke and brush and sweep the whole face with some makeup. Okay, so that was fast, and as you can see, a whole, just like a dime size amount of makeup gives about this much coverage. Texture, of course, you can't do anything about it. We still see some darkness here, but for medium coverage, makes sense. I'm just gonna take a little bit more, kind of just tap around in those areas again. Okay, not bad. Okay, so the color matches quite nice. My problem is that I always have to mix the colors. I saw that they had a wide range of colors, so that's pretty cool. This is color 4N. It's hitting on the neck really good. Okay, continuing. Now I'm gonna get into concealer, and I have the Forever Skin Corrector by Dior. This is the color 4W. And this has about 11 milliliters of product inside, and compared to Fenty, why am I comparing everything now to Fenty? 8 milliliters. Okay, this is what it looks like coming out. Nice big fat brush, or nice big fat wand, I'd better say. And this is actually too much, but I'm just going to add it in areas where I would want like a highlight / more coverage. And for this, I really like to use my sponge, so I'm just going to tap. Okay, so not so bad. So the reason I'm using a sponge now is just because of preference. Before, I used to use a blender brush, so a brush that looks like this, because it's nice and soft, and because there's already foundation there and I'm putting another layer of makeup on top, I really want to focus on not pushing the foundation around and just lightly, like a feather, brushing the new layer on top. That's why. But lately I've really been liking the sponge. Beforehand, I was always really against the sponge just because it can really grow a lot of bacteria inside of it. Oh yeah, you change. You change with the times. So far I'm quite happy. Look at this crazy coverage. I mean, goodness gracious. Very nice. Of course there's creasing, but that's because we didn't powder or we didn't set the makeup or anything. But for medium coverage, and you saw how fast it was, not bad. I'm pretty happy so far. So let's just get into it with powder. So here is the compact powder. This is basically like a powder that you can just keep in your bag and freshen up throughout the day, because no matter what, if you have oily skin, you're just gonna have to freshen up. I've already been using it, but it's this Dior Skin Forever Extreme Control SPF 20 Oil Control Compact Foundation. If I have any makeup that's creasing into the lines, then I'm going to want to first take my foundation brush, blend it all out, and then I want to go straight back in with powder and tapping it all in. So I'm not gonna powder underneath my eyes until I get rid of that creasing. So as you can see, I'm tapping it all in, and then I'm kind of swiping it to blend it all out. Yeah, makes sense? Okay. So you see here on my eyelids, there's also creasing. I'm just gonna go ahead and take This foundation brush might be too big to do that because I want to do it so lightly. So I'm going to take a smaller brush. I'm just going to nice and lightly so that we don't take away any of the coverage. There we go. And quickly right behind there, we're going to tap in this oil control powder. I always powder my eyelids because that'll help later with eyeshadows. And the color didn't change so much, so I mean, I'm seeing that my chest is looking more light than my face right now. So that means this powder is a bit darker. But that's fine because I'm gonna get a tan. And I really feel like only us makeup geeks can see stuff like this, so. Anyways, now that I have my base, I'm gonna start with my contouring. I couldn't really find any contouring powder or anything, so I'm just gonna use a bronzer to contour. Normally, I don't really like to use a bronzer to contour because the problem with using that as a contour is with bronzers, they have shimmer inside of them, right? And when we're contouring, we want to create depth. We want to like basically define or manipulate the face in some sort of way, right? To make it look a certain type of way. And if bronzer has glitter in it, like shimmer or mica or something that is glänzig, then that means it has a reflection. And when you put something that has a reflection onto your contour, then it's not really giving depth. It's basically just bouncing off light, and then it just kind of looks like an orange streak on your face, right? But I'm just gonna use it anyways. I have the Dior Skin Mineral Nude Bronze in the color 06. It looks like this. My issue is, it looks really nice. So it looks like so. As you can see, I already used it, but I really like it. My problem is that it looks exactly like the highlighter. So the packaging, so the whole time I have to look on the bottom here. And yeah, they're slightly two different colors, but normally when you're doing your makeup and you have lights in your face, I have to open them every time to see what color is what, and that's kind of annoying. So if they made the packaging just a little bit different, that would have been cool. First world problems. I'm gonna use a contour brush. The thing is, also this bronzer is gonna work for me because I am a bit more dark skin. The darker your skin is, the more reddish, brownish you wanna go with your contour. And then the lighter you are, the more grayish, brownish you wanna go with your contour, because that's just what looks most natural and most flattering. But let's see what this will look like. Like I said, I already filmed this, so I have an idea of what it'll look like. And because we're going for a day look, I'm not gonna go absolutely crazy. The thing is with camera and the lighting, it doesn't pick up all of it. So it might not look like anything, but hey. So you see the difference now, no? A little bit. And I just add a little bit more. I really try not to overdo it for day makeup. I'm going to try to cover my double chin because, yeah. Not the biggest fan of that.
I'm trying so you can cut it. Okay, machst jetzt essen, ja?
Ja.
Okay. Sorry.
Did you guys see how she was sneaking in here? She's like, nyeh. With contouring, so you can't really see because of the hair, I really like to go behind the ear, starting off behind the ear, and then, because you see what that's doing? A lot of people like to start here. I watch a lot of YouTube videos and they're just starting like strangely here. Go behind the ear so you can really kind of hide where it's starting. With contour, you also kind of want to go right here. So like right, if you were like a guy, right where you're, right on top of your Adam's apple, you know? So like right there. So it kind of creates like a shadow. You see that? Oh goodness. So I'm gonna have to blend this out. I think I used too much product. It's okay. There's always a way out. What I also notice what a lot of people do is they'll just like put it here on their forehead. You really need to go into your hairline. Like I'm basically painting my hair right now. And that's one thing that I see too often. It's just like a patch of way too light skin and then just like a patch of contour just chilling on the forehead, bro. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna take the foundation brush. By now the foundation is dry, and I'm just going to push this up so that it softens it. I don't have to do like so much. My goodness gracious, look at that. That is just wanting to pop right out. Okay, ignore that. And other side. So you see how there's way more product here, so that means I'm going to really push this up a bit higher than the other side. Oh. Now it's looking similar. And of course here, we don't want to see any hard lines, so let's blend that out. Cool, 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 cool. I'm gonna take a brush to contour the nose now. And people use different types of brushes. I tend to go for a round brush, but like that's small. So something like this, because I find it easier. Bronzer here. I'm going to, because now I can kind of like choose what color, I'm gonna choose like this darker color here. And I'm gonna start basically where my eyebrow should start and basically draw a line going straight down. I don't have any bumps, or it's not like my nose goes to the side or anything a little bit, so for me I can literally just go straight down. So don't think that this trick's work for everybody. Yeah? Okay. I'm going to put some underneath the nose. And now it looks like I'm just going crazy, but I'm not, I promise. You will see the difference. Now I'm gonna take that smaller foundation brush that I was using for underneath the eyes when I was blending out the creasing. And I'm going to basically blend going in. Because if I blend out and then the shadow comes here, then the nose will actually look wider. And we all know that right now I'm trying to do a snatched little nose. As snatched as it can be on a natural makeup. So just blending everything going in and up and down also, so we don't have any hard lines. Okay, that's that with the bronzer. And now I'm just gonna go in with this highlighter, and I'm being so honest right now. I've been through a lot of highlighters and this is top. I'm so happy about this. I wasn't really expecting much from it. I was just like, okay, I know highlighter, I can just throw it in my box of highlighters. Y'all, it is the Dior Skin Nude Luminizer Glow Vibes in the coral, in the color 002 Coral Vibes. Super vibes. And this is what it looks like. I've used a lot already. So it kind of looks like pinkish, goldish. It's my best friend. So I'm going to use a brush. I actually really like this other brush from Fenty. It's the highlighter brush. And I'm gonna go straight into it. And I'm just going to put it basically right underneath my eye and tapping all the way up into this area, this forehead area. But because I have such oily skin and I know that this oil is going to push through the makeup, I'm not going to use so much highlighter. I'm just going to do it basically here on the other side. Also, the older you are, so I say every 4 years change your makeup routine, or like every 4 years go to like some sort of makeup course to know how to do makeup for your face, because about every 4 years our faces change, like from shape wise. For example, my eyes are starting to droop more on the sides here and I can't do eyeliner like I used to. So you know, there are women out there who are doing makeup since like they were 15 and have been doing it like they were 15, like for 15 years, you know? So you wanna just make sure you're up to date with how you should do your makeup for your face. So, Lord have mercy, look at how much. Like I barely even use a lot and it's just in your face like this. But isn't that gorgeous? I know highlighting season is almost over. Like people aren't highlighting like they used to, but Jesus Christ. I'm obsessed with this highlighter. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. I also like to put some on my chin. I have like a butt chin, but I like to accentuate it. So cute. I'm gonna also take that same foundation brush and just tap over it a bit so that it blends, that we don't see any hard highlight lines. So far this is Face. Nicht schlecht. I'm going to use some blush now. Did I? No, I didn't get any blush. So I'm just gonna use this blush from Chanel. This is in the color, wow. No, can't find it. It's an older one. It's a classic, it's a favorite around here. And the thing is, the darker, wow, typical. The darker skin you are, the less blush you so-called need. So I'm just gonna tap some right in between where my highlight and shadow was, just to give me a little life. Or can I say highlight and bronzer? And I'm just gonna also put some underneath my nose because it's fitting with the times. My friend's coming again here. Come on, Joanny. Look at you. You're so funny.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. What's up? She's cooking. Anyways, so there we go. Super glowy, I'm glowing. And now I'm gonna do eyebrows. So for eyebrows, this is, why am I like this? Can someone pray for me, please? Just, let's get into it for eyebrows. So eyebrows, I also got this product here. This is the Dior Show All Day Brow Ink in the color 002. And because I already filmed this video, it's not really like my favorite product. It's like strange to work with and it gives a very tattoo effect to the eyebrows, which is not really like my thing, but I'm anyways gonna use it. And before I kind of just painted it on with the wand that it gives you, but this time I'm gonna try something new. I'm just gonna use an angle liner brush here. I think I should also kind of brush the brows a little bit off because there's so much product in them. I wonder if I can use like a brow gel and then whatever. No, I'm just gonna stick with the Dior stuff as much as I can. I'm taking a lot of product from the wand here and I'm just lightly brushing over where I want to fill in. And it's sticking onto the hairs really nicely, but the moment I get onto the skin, it just looks very see-through, but then also too dark. So it's just not my favorite product. It's not very easy to work with, but it will do if I ever just want to fill in my brows like super hardcore. I have this little dot here. Wow, guys, this is a complete disaster video. Yeah, the camera keeps wanting to shut off because I don't have any battery, so I just finished the brows myself. So they're coming out a bit harder than what I normally like, but let's just keep going. But I didn't get any eyeshadows, so I'm just gonna use the highlighter and the bronzer to use for eyeshadow. It's also like a natural look, so it works out. And I'm just gonna take this fluffy brush here and go into the darker color on the bronzer, and I'm just going to cut my crease here. And then I like to connect it with the nose contour a bit, gives a little bit more depth. And then I'm gonna close my eye and I'm just going to basically tap some darker color at the end here Then I'm going to take the highlighter. I'm gonna take more of like a flat brush. This might be too short. Basically a brush that looks like this, flat, longer bristles, and just tapping this onto my eyelid. I'm also going to take the tip of this brush, that's why I like to use this flat one here, and put it in the inner corners. Easy peasy. And if you need to, you can always go back with the bronzer and basically blend the colors nicely so we don't see any hard lines. Okay, I'm gonna do the other side. I'm also going to put some underneath my, whoa, do you see that sun coming out? Yes, finally, some sun up in here. I'm just gonna take the same highlighter and I'm just gonna put some underneath my brow, but just like at the highest peak. That's kind of what I'm into. A lot of people like to take it all the way down, but I'm trying to give the illusion that my eyes aren't drooping so much. So that's what I do. I do it this way. And I'm just gonna blend it so we don't see any hard lines. So just a bit more blended. My God, that sun's coming through. So this so far is face. Not bad. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna do lips. For the lips, I just have the Dior lip liner. So it's the Rouge Dior ink lip liner, and it's in the color 325. It has a name. I know this color has a name, but I can't find it on here. Anyways, I like this color. So the color is really nice, but I'm not sure if I just got like the last batch, like the ends of whatever they had left in stock, because it's very hard to work with. It's like so, like it's stiff, which I like the stiffness, but a lot of ink isn't coming out of it. So maybe I can show you what I mean. Like nothing's coming out. No. So like nothing's coming out this time. I think it's dried out, guys. Isn't that a shame? I literally spent money on some BS. But I guess it does something. Okay, so you guys, I don't know what to do about this. I really don't know. Yeah, no, this isn't working for me today. Shada. So this we can, that's about it, guys. I'm gonna finish off this makeup now because I don't think I have anything else that is Dior, except for this lip gloss that I got as a tester. So, but I'm gonna put this on like later. I mean, it's a gloss. It's the Dior Addict Lip Maximizer, and it came with everything. So I'm just gonna finish off and put some mascara on, put some lashes, maybe some liner. Okay guys, so this is the finishing look. So I basically just did some eyeliner. The eyeliner is from Kat Von D, the Tropper Black Tattoo Liner, the Dagger liner. And yeah, and then I just add some lashes. The lashes I just got from the convenience store. I just used some lip liner from the convenience store and just the gloss right over that. And so you can see how the oil's already pushing through, but it's making the like makeup look more natural. So yeah, that's the end look, guys. I hope you like it. So far I am seeing a little bit of creasing and stuff, but sometimes you really can't help that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take some more powder, and I'm just going to use that same brush that I was using and try my best to kind of calm it down. Pat it away. What I'm going to do is give you a review about how the makeup is holding, what it looks like after, let's say about 6 hours. So it's 5:48 p.m. right now. Yeah, 5, so 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, so around 11, 12, I will give you another update on how it's looking and all of that. Okay, what time is it right now? 11. Okay, so it's been about 5 hours, 6 hours, and you can see that shine is still pushing through, but the makeup is looking quite nice. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take some more of the shine control, the oil control compact foundation powder, And you can see how it just fixes the makeup so nicely. I was basically, we ate pasta and then we danced around basically, and yeah, so it was holding quite nice, and you can see the difference. It's like a huge difference. But 5-6 hours is normally around the time that I have to fix the makeup and basically freshen up. There we go. Not bad. So you guys, let me know what you think. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, all of that, just write it down in the comment box below. You can follow me at Mellow Beauty on Instagram. Everything that I used today, I will also write in the description box below. Also the things that aren't Dior, I will add that in. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching. Bye.